is a beautiful day here in Western Colorado at Steadfast Steeds Mustang Sanctuary. I've got Mustang horses all around me who are always interested in supporting the people that support them. I'm Tracy Scott, and I'm here with George, my friend Brauneis, and our friend Kerri, who George and I have decided that it would be a really cool thing for Kerri to come and share what she knows about being present and in the moment and congruent and balanced with us, with our Mustangs. And we also a unique opportunity in what can happen with George and I having a lot of Mustangs that offer lots to many people, and with the gifts that Kerri brings through horses and wants to learn more about Mustangs. And so with the opportunity to expand our platform and sharing what the Mustangs mean to all of us, it gives us a really good opportunity to say what else and what wants to happen. So Kerri's going to join us in October, the 10th and 11th of 2020, to share with us her tools and wisdom and expansive experience to generate a state of being that reveal connection is fluid and even obvious, and even in a frenetic world, to where we can slow down and we can feel into life and not be totally afraid of what we're going to feel. Yeah. George, do you have a little bit you want to add into that?
Oh goodness, I just it's a very unique opportunity to share life for a day with two different Mustang herds, not just one, but get to meet the Mustangs at Steadfast Steeds and then come down here and meet the Mustangs at Eagles and Wild Horse Ranch. So it's opportunity to get up close and personal with, oh my goodness, I would say combined probably 35 or 40 Mustangs, all said and done. So
that's amazing.
To be surrounded by Mustangs, it's going to be a small group because of social distancing and all that. It's probably going to be 2 or 3 Mustangs per participant. So it's going to be quite something, I believe.
Yes. Awesome. Well, that's awesome. Well, so Kerri, let's bring you into this little conversation here and share with our peeps and the Mustang people we might invite or that would like to come and visit and learn about you and hear what you have to say about all this. Tell them what you bring to this. What would they want to participate? What would their desire to participate be?
Yeah, thank you so much, you guys. I know, like listening to you, I'm like, that's right. I get to go play with 35 Mustangs. So it's like a totally unique and amazing opportunity for me to go touch ponies like this. Yeah. So where I'm coming from with sharing, with your peeps and with Mustang people and horse people, is in my own lifetime of experience with horses and other animals, but also with humans. It's that, horses are going to keep being horses and dogs are going to keep being dogs. And the evolution, like our evolution of working with them, is going to come from our own self-awareness, how well and how clearly we know ourselves, how much we can show up genuine. And so the tools that I share are all, like you said, they're all about helping people experience deeper and more clear ways of expressions of their own genuineness, without having the defenses up, without having to be afraid of maybe discovering something different about themselves than what they thought, or something bigger about themselves than who they thought they were. The horses love it when you discover a new part of yourself and you're in this place of like, oh my God, I don't really know the answer. I don't know what's next. That's when the horses are like, hey, me either. And boom, we're side by side, right? People tend to live in this very controlled world of who I think I am, what I think a horse is, what I think my training is about, and then control the world to fulfill all of that. But to me, self-awareness it's about having the tools and the capacity to feel solid enough with yourself that you're not going to be thrown by something unexpected happening, or you're not going to fold in on yourself with judgment and unconscious punishment, like, oh, I suck, I shouldn't have done that, that sucks so bad. But you got to have a happy face, right? We address all of that because the horses see it all. They feel it all, right?
Yeah.
And so in a manner of speaking, what I share is like taking the outcomes of equine assisted programs and exercises and showing you how you can generate that spacious feeling, that self-awareness, that sense where you are safe in your own skin, whether you're with horses or not. And it's just awesome to get to play with horses. We have them around, but what I share is it's beyond what the structures of equine assisted programs offer.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. So our intention is to have one day at Steadfast Steeds and one day at Eagles and Wild Horses, and folks can come to one or the other or both.
Right.
Say more about what each day offers and how they connect together.
So awesome. Thanks. That's the other amazing opportunity that this is to me. I'll start with the one at George's Place. When we're at George's Place, we're going to play very much with simplicity, going very direct to connection, going straight awareness to the body, and then step forward and be available to what's there. For some people, going that direct can actually bring up more anxiety, right? It is so pure and open that deeply seated anxieties or self-judgments can bubble to the surface, and that's where facilitation comes in to help. So when we're at George's Place, we're going to get together, we're going to share, introduce ourselves, and in that introduction, the day forms itself, spending time in conversation, taking breaks, and being with horses. But it's really meant for the purity of experience of connection. Right? So, yeah. And then the day at Steadfast Steeds, Tracy, largely because of the experience you have in coaching and guiding and facilitating, to me, that's an opportunity to be a little bit more intellectual about it and ask the questions of, how does this help? Why does this simplicity accomplish this where complexity doesn't? And I know my nerdy words, we noodle it a little bit more for intellectual understanding, but it always comes back to the experience of connection. So cutie pants, cute nose. So at Steadfast Steeds, there's likely to be a little bit more structure. There's probably a little bit more teaching for the tools that I share that are, again, it's all mindfulness. Okay. So I'll just say that right now. People will say, oh, this is just mindfulness. I'm like, yep, great. We're mindful. Now what do we do with it? Where does it take us? How do we create new things from there? Because we're really not meant to live our lives just like pushing everything away so we can be mindful, right? It's really much about generating a state of being where you walk through your world in meditation, and you don't have to attempt mindfulness anymore because it becomes your way of being. So so there will be more instruction, sharing teaching the tools at Steadfast Steeds, and then when we go over to George's, it will be more straight up connection being, right? So if people want to do both days, you're going to get, you know, all your itches, your mental itches scratched if you want.
Yeah.
And then we go to George's and just go, all right, bring it on. Right.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for unpacking that. That I think is really helpful for the folks that are looking at what they want to be able to participate in. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that was
George, do you have anything else to add? Huh?
I'm glad that was clear enough.
Yeah, well, yeah, I felt like it was. George, do you have anything? Did you feel like it was clear?
Yeah, I think it's really good. It's going to be fun here.
Yeah.
Because I've got such a, well, we both have such a mix of Mustangs, but
Yeah.
I have a few Mustangs here that are going to connect with people whether they like it or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because just kind of that forward, and then there's going to be that are going to be standoffish and all that, and it's going to be very similar with probably the people that come here. They're going to have some that are just going to wade right in, and then there's others that kind of stand back a little bit, and it's okay to be one or the other or both. So it's going to be
awesome.
quite the experience.
Love. Because, you know, there's an opportunity in there to play with this idea of letting things be what they are, right? It is what it is. To have no opinion about who feels what, and to get to in a really aware and fun and like little kid kind of way, discover how it feels to be you when you have no opinion about what's going on. And, you know, this is why it's, you know, the kindergarten heart. How much do horses love little 6-year-old people, you know, and 5-year-old and 4-year-old people who are not sitting here projecting their ideas all over the place. So it's really a beautiful, either day, both days is going to be beautiful opportunity to truly explore and experience how it feels to be you when you take a break from your opinions. And that can open doors in really amazing, surprising ways. And what I love about sharing these things the way that I do is it is so self-empowering. We're not giving our power away to the horses to tell us who we are. And, you know, not that that's ever the suggestion, it just happens sometimes, you know, and to be self-empowered and to actually feel yourself really honoring and listening to yourself with a kindergarten heart. It's amazing. It's so much fun to be there and watch people go, oh, and then we're all laughing about stuff. It's great.
So that's awesome. Well, we are certainly looking forward to October 10th and 11th and having Kerri here at Steadfast Steeds and at Eagles and Wild Horses. And for more information or the registration, you can go to steadfaststeeds.org and find it on our page, or you can find it on Kerri's page at kerrilake.com. Is that right, Kerri?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Cool.
Yep, and
awesome.
We'll post those in lots of places, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Yay.
Thank you guys so much. It's such an honor to come and play with you, and I'm looking forward to the magic all the way around. Thank you.
Yes. All right.
Real good stuff. Real good stuff.